살 다시.
Behind the red carpet, glamour lies a fortune few could ever imagine. Scarlett Johansson, one of Hollywood's most powerful names, earned sums that redefine success itself. How high did her paychecks climb over the years? Watch till the end to uncover the truth hidden behind her dazzling smile. Long before the fame, Scarlett appeared in a quiet thriller, Just Cause, a story of innocence and justice set against shadows and doubt. The film came out in 1995, earning $63 million from a $27 million budget. Her salary, barely $12,000, but that small check carried something greater, the first spark of a career built on depth, not dollars. Before superheroes, there was childhood and a role in Home Alone 3. A playful world of traps, laughter, and growing up in front of the camera. 2 years after her first big-screen steps in 1997, the $32 million film made $79 million, while Scarlett earned $30,000. It wasn't a fortune, but it was freedom. The joy of being part of stories that reached every home. There's a calmness in The Horse Whisperer, the kind that comes before recognition. The film's sweeping fields and quiet strength mirrored her own. Released in 1998, it earned $187 million on a $60 million budget. Scarlett's $400,000 paycheck was the first real sign she had arrived. The camera no longer just found her, it followed her. Tokyo Lights, Sleepless Hearts, and a whisper that would echo for years. That was lost in translation. It arrived quietly in 2003, a small film with a $4 million budget that earned an astonishing $118 million worldwide. Scarlett's $500,000 paycheck seemed modest, but it carried the weight of awakening. In that silence, she wasn't just acting, she was being understood. Sometimes success wears a smile, and that smile lived under the sea. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie gave Scarlett a splash of color and freedom. A year after her breakout, in 2004, the animated hit made $142 million on a $30 million budget. A $130,000 paycheck wasn't about fame, it was about fun. Even laughter, when sincere, can become its own kind of art. She was still finding her rhythm when In Good Company came along, a story of ambition, loyalty, and the quiet tension between generations. Released in 2004, the film earned $63 million on a $26 million budget. Scarlett's $450,000 paycheck might have looked small, but it carried big promise. Sometimes, the quietest roles plant the loudest roots. Desire, danger, and moral chance. That was the world of Matchpoint. A year later, in 2005, Scarlett earned $1 million for the role that turned heads and rewrote her image. The film's $15 million budget brought in $87 million, but the real win wasn't financial. It was the moment the industry realized she could carry temptation like a weapon. Before the world saw her as a hero, she became a fugitive in the island, a dystopian escape of identity and control. That same 2005, the $126 million blockbuster earned $162 million, and Scarlett took home $2 million. It wasn't just a salary, it was her passport into Hollywood's high stakes. The art of illusion defined the prestige, and Scarlett slipped into it effortlessly. A year passed before its release in 2006, where her $1 million paycheck blended into the film's $40 million magic, returning $109 million worldwide. She didn't need center stage. Mystery was her spotlight. Draped in royal silk, she stepped into The Other Boleyn Girl, a tale of rivalry and desire. The film appeared in 2008, earning $80 million from its $35 million budget. Scarlett's $1.5 million paycheck was quiet compared to The Crown's, but just as powerful. Her presence turned history into heartbeat. Between art and wanderlust, she found Vicky Cristina Barcelona, a summer of chaos and connection. Later that 2008, the $15 million film grossed $104 million, while Scarlett earned $600,000. It wasn't her most lucrative role, but perhaps her freest. The performance wasn't about perfection. It was about being alive. Love, confusion, and the chaos of modern romance. That's where He's Just Not That Into You found her. It wasn't action, it was honesty. Released in 2009, the ensemble comedy earned $181 million from a $40 million budget. Scarlett's $1 million paycheck reflected quiet star power, the kind that glows without noise. Even in a crowded cast, she didn't fade, she lingered. Then came the suit, the speed, and the silence. Iron Man 2 was her initiation into a new world. A year later, in 2010, the $200 million blockbuster grossed $624 million, while Scarlett earned $450,000, a humble start for someone destined to command millions. She didn't just play a role, she entered an empire. Between laughter and loss, We Bought a Zoo reminded audiences that warmth can be cinematic too. The family drama, released in 2011, cost $50 million, earned $120 million, and gave Scarlett $1.5 million. It wasn't her most glamorous role, but it was one of her most human. A soft pause before the storm of superheroes. The world had seen her before, but never like this. The Avengers changed everything. Released in 2012, the $225 million spectacle made $1.5 billion, while Scarlett earned $5 million. In a sea of heroes, she brought balance, grace in motion, stillness in chaos. That paycheck wasn't just a number, it was proof that strength has many forms. Power evolved, quieter, sharper, and entirely her own. That's what Captain America, the Winter Soldier, brought in 2014. The $177 million film earned $714 million, and Scarlett's $13 million salary marked a new era. No longer the supporting figure, she was now the equal. In a universe of heroes, she became her own. Before the universe expanded, there was a woman who unlocked the mind itself. Lucy arrived like a question. What if power had no limits? The $40 million film stunned everyone, grossing $469 million worldwide, while Scarlett earned $10 million. It wasn't just a paycheck. It was proof she could carry a global blockbuster on her own. No armor, no super team, just intelligence and a name. Then came the return of gods, monsters, and one woman who kept them human. Avengers. Age of Ultron roared into theaters in 2015, built on a $495 million budget and earning $1.4 billion. Scarlett's $17.5 million cut wasn't about equality, it was about inevitability. You can't build a universe without a heart, and she was that heartbeat. Not every triumph wore armor. The Jungle Book brought her voice to life, hypnotic, haunting, unforgettable. The $177 million film earned nearly $968 million, while Scarlett received $3.5 million. It was less about the number, more about presence, the proof that even unseen, she could still command attention. The stage was war, and she was its calm. Captain America, Civil War tore heroes apart in 2016, but Scarlett stood firm between them. The $250 million production earned $1.15 billion, and her $27 million paycheck spoke volumes. She wasn't just part of the conflict, she was the balance. Even in chaos, she never lost control. Sometimes, all it takes to move an audience is a voice. In Sing, Scarlett became Ash, fierce, funny, and full of fire. Released quietly in 2016, the $75 million animation roared to $634 million, and her $4 million paycheck proved that presence doesn't always need a face. Even in sound, she was unmistakable. Glamour met absurdity when she joined Hail, Caesar, a satire wrapped in sparkle. The $22 million Coen Brothers comedy earned $64 million, and Scarlett pocketed $1.5 million. Released in that same 2016, it wasn't about money or fame, but about play. Sometimes, the most powerful move is not taking yourself too seriously. Then came the mirror of identity, Ghost in the Shell, a reimagined world, digital and lonely, released in 2017 with a $110 million budget and a $170 million return. Scarlett's $15 million paycheck sparked debates, but also proved one thing. The world expected her to carry the impossible, and she did. From Machines to Fur, Isle of Dogs let her voice wander again. Tender, sharp, unmistakably human. The $30 million stop-motion film earned $65 million, and Scarlett's $1.5 million salary carried quiet grace. Not every performance needs to be seen. Some are simply heard and remembered. Power reached its peak when Avengers: Infinity War shattered every record. The $400 million spectacle earned over $2 billion, and Scarlett's $38 million payout said what words couldn't. Equality was no longer a dream, it was reality. Surrounded by gods and titans, she stood as their equal. Amid laughter and loss, Jojo Rabbit revealed a gentler side of Scarlett, maternal, flawed, human. The film, crafted on a $14 million budget, earned $93 million, and her $1.5 million paycheck reflected something deeper than fame: grace. It wasn't about power this time, it was about presence. The quiet kind that fills the screen without trying. Then came a farewell, written in fire and sacrifice. Avengers: Endgame wasn't just another chapter, it was a phenomenon. The $400 million epic earned $2.79 billion, while Scarlett's $45 million salary became one of Hollywood's defining moments. It wasn't about superheroes anymore, it was about closure, legacy, and the worth of a decade lived in character. Freedom finally had her name on it. Black Widow arrived in 2021, long overdue, yet unforgettable. The $289 million production earned $379 million, and Scarlett's $20 million paycheck was more than a reward. It was a statement. Years of loyalty had turned into ownership. For once, she wasn't playing a role. She was reclaiming it. In the same year, joy returned in melody. Sing 2. Let her voice soar again, louder, freer. With an $85 million budget and $408 million in box office, Scarlett earned $4 million, and every note sounded like confidence. Not every triumph needs thunder. Some just need rhythm. Decades later, she found herself among machines once more, this time in Transformers 1. Released in 2024, the $147 million animated film made $120 million, and Scarlett's $3 million paycheck wasn't about box office glory. It was continuity, proof that her voice, her craft, and her name still matter in every generation. Wow, what a journey through Scarlett Johansson's incredible career and her jaw-dropping paychecks. Thanks for watching, friends. Your support means everything. Which movie do you think brought her the biggest payday? Drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more amazing Hollywood stories coming your way.